Dandavat Pranam.
Radhe Radhe, Dandavat Pranam.
Dear Vaishnavas.
Coming to you live from Vrindavan.
We just at the last minute decided to come out and to bring you somewhere special today. Our feet are still a little bit blistered and we thought, where should we take them that's close enough? I mean, because everywhere you go here is pretty special. So we decided to bring you to this very, very special temple here that has an amazing, amazing Leela.
2 so far.
So I'm just going to show more of the temple. We don't even have our cow people here to guard us because we didn't plan this. So this is all spur of the moment.
Come on.
Okay, it's like they're actually redoing all of this here. So if you can see, this is
Radhe Radhe.
Jai Radhe Radhe, dear Vaishnavas. So inside, I'm just going to go up, I hope. Just give a quick darshan inside, and then we're going to hear about this place. Can you see? I don't know if you can see. I'm trying to get through the... Maybe it's better farther back. Okay. All right, that's as best I can do. All right, Kishori ji. So after the Vrindavan Parikrama, our feet are still a little bit sore and blistered. So we decided to take you someplace close. Do you want to sit?
Or should I sit over there on the steps?
I think maybe sit over there.
Okay.
I won't. Okay, now just keep your stick waving just in case. There's quite a few monkeys around, and we didn't bring our cow people to help us with the monkeys, so it's just us,
people.
The monkey people.
See, the reason we even asked them to come in the first place, besides them being our very good friends, is that they feed all of the animals, and the animals respect them and have affection for them.
Yeah, they trust them.
They do trust them, and they respect their,
When they say no.
Yes, exactly. Like, you know, if a child respects their parents, which doesn't happen too much these days, but anyhow. So, we've come to a very special place. If you can read in Hindi here, it says...
Which I'm sure all of you can read this.
It says, Nupur Prakat Sthan.
Can you guess? Can you guess what it is?
Nupur means...
No, I asked them to guess. Come on, Burfi time. Oh, I thought it was on me for a second.
Prakat means
Manifest.
And Sthan means place.
Place.
Guess where we are?
This place. Something happened here. Is anyone going to guess? Come on, Jiva Pavana Prabhu. All right, go ahead and tell.
And just underneath it, it says, Shri Shri Shyama Sundar Ji Ki Prakatai Sthali. So, this place is said to be the place where Shri Shyama Sundar was manifested, and also where Nupur Prakat Sthan means where the anklet manifested. So what are we referring to? This is the history of Shyamananda Prabhu and Radha Shyama Sundar. Shri Radha Shyama Sundar Ji ki jai, Shri Shyamananda Prabhu ki jai. So, before I speak about them, I will put my
Don't
keep my stick up for a
don't
second.
put your stick down.
Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadabhaktaya Namo Namah Ajnanatimiraandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namah Gurudev
Ki jai.
Prabhupada
Ki jai.
Guruvarga ki
Jai.
Pati Pavana Shri Nityananda Prabhu
Ki jai.
Prem Purushottam Shachinandana Gaur Hari
Ki jai.
Radha Vino Bihari Ju ki jai.
Jai.
Radha Shyama Sundar Ju ki
Jai.
Giriraj
Mahārāja ki jai.
Harinam Sankirtana ki
Jai.
Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki
Jai.
Gaura Bhakta Vrinda
Ki
ki
jai.
Gaura Premanande
Hari Bo.
So, this place is a very special place, and actually there's so many deep lessons in the pastime that we're going to hear. So it's essential to listen very carefully, because actually it has a lot of Guru Tattva in it. It has a lot of Kripa Tattva in it. It also has a lot of Madhurya Tattva in it. So, one of the disciples of Gauridas Pandit, as we spoke about previously, he's an intimate associate of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, very near and dear, and he is the brother of the father of Janava Thakurani and Bashudha, the wives of Sri Nityananda Prabhu. So he's very closely integrated into these pastimes of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and Nityananda Prabhu. So Gauridas Pandit's eternal position in Krishna Lila is as a cowherd boy. And he had one disciple. That disciple's name is Hridayananda, who actually was able to embrace Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu deeply into his heart. And from that time he became known as Hridaya Chaitanya. He's also in Sakya Bhav, means in the mood of a cowherd boy, friend of Krishna. So this is his eternal, inherent identity. And according to the history and the words of our acharyas, the father of Shyamananda Prabhu, he had many children who died at a very early age. So when his son was born, he named him Dukhi. Dukhi means sad.
Or unfortunate.
Or unfortunate. But there's a reason for that. Why was Chaitanya Mahaprabhu named Nimai? Not just because he was born under a neem tree. Why was he born under a neem tree?
Because neem is bitter.
Because neem is bitter. And many of the siblings before him passed away. Most of them actually passed away as babies.
Only Vishvarup.
So only one survived before him, that was Vishvarup, and then after him was this Nimai. So
they can't hear so well. I'm going to have to come closer. I wanted to try to show the temple, the mandir, as much as possible, but I think it's good to hear, and then we'll show you the mandir. Thank you.
Better?
Thank you. I was going to ask.
Is that better?
Please let us know if the sound quality is better now.
So he was named Nimai. Why Nimai? For the same reason that Mother Yashoda puts black kajal really thick on Krishna's eyes and black string around his waist to ward off any negative or evil influence.
Give me the stick.
Sudevi's minding the stick. Hold it from the other side. Minding the stick and the phone. So, to ward off any negative or evil influence. So because so many of their children had disappeared, Mother Shachi called her son, and Jagannath Mishra, they called their son Nimai. Nimai is named after the neem tree, which has very bitter leaves. So, because so many of the elder siblings of this Shyamananda Prabhu had passed away, his parents named him Dukhi, which means sad or unfortunate, which is the opposite of Sukhi or Sukha, which means happy or fortunate, just to ward off any negative thing. So later on, this Dukhi, when on the instruction of his father, took initiation from Hridaya Chaitanya, who is in Sakya Bhav. So it is said in so many different places that this Dukhi, actually when he took initiation from Hridaya Chaitanya gave him the name Dukhi Krishna Das. So he was still known as Dukhi, but then Dukhi Krishna Das. So this means the unfortunate or unhappy servant of Krishna. And so many times in many of our bhajans, you'll hear this Dina Krishna Das Ekoi E Yena Morhoi. Dina means lowly and fallen, Krishna Das. So Vaishnavas also have this kind of, even our Param Gurudev in his Mangalarti.
Abhagya.
Yeah, in the very end, his original statement was Abhagya Keshava Kohe Nama Sankirtan, means this unfortunate Keshava, Abhagya. So they feel like this about themselves because they're feeling themselves bereft of bhakti and they're always praying for mercy and to increase their bhakti. So this Dukhi Krishna Das took shelter of his Gurudev, Hridaya Chaitanya, who was able to help him so far, up until a certain point. And then, at a certain point, he told him, now you should go to Vrindavan and learn under the tutelage of Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī. Jiva Goswami at that time was the emperor of the Vishva Vaishnava Raja Sabha. Vishva Vaishnava Raja Sabha means the Universal Association of Kingly Vaishnavas, Raja Sabha. So Jiva Goswami was the most respected leader of all of the dhams. And Puri Dham, Vrindavan Dham, Navadvip Dham, all respected him. And if anyone wanted any certification for anything, any books, any of their position, any of their amount of learning or anything, if they got certification from Jiva Goswami, if they had that stamp of approval, then they were guaranteed to be accepted as authentic. So Hridaya Chaitanya sent his disciple, Dukhi Krishna Das, to Jiva Goswami. Some groups claim that this Dukhi Krishna Das ran away from his guru, but our Gurudev said no, it wasn't like that at that time. At that time, everyone's mood was much more in line with how to increase any... What are you looking for?
My mask.
Huh?
Nothing.
Was how to increase their... No. Sorry. So the mood of any Gurudev was how to increase their disciples' proclivity or progress on the path of bhakti. This was their nature. This was their mood. And so, monkeys coming? A lot of monkeys coming.
It's kind of
I'll hold the stick.
It's kind of a crossover time.
It's okay, they're not coming. So, you just alert me from I can see around this way. Sudevi, give me for a second.
Show that?
Okay, so we're just going to show that for a second. We're just getting readjusted here. Stand up, stand up. There we go. Okay. So, Jiva Goswami, he was, I was telling, the emperor of the Vishva Vaishnava Raja Sabha. Now, some persons were claiming that, let me just go back to where I was. There was a little bit of disturbance here. Please forgive me. So this, Srila Gurudev was explaining that at that time, the gurus did not have this mood that you are mine. Gurus had this mood that you belong to Krishna. And however I can increase your progress on the path of devotion to Krishna, let me do that. If this person can help you, or that person can help you, or whoever can help you, let me encourage you to associate with those persons. So it wasn't this mood of you are mine in a sense that you belong to me, you should not associate with anyone else. If something was unfavorable, then yes, they would say, be careful, don't associate. But the general mood was collectively helping that jiva to progress on the path of bhakti. So our Srila Gurudev asserted emphatically that Hridaya Chaitanya, he was in Sakyabha, but he could recognize something about his disciple, Dukhi Krishna Das, that actually his eternal inherent identity was not in Sakyaras, but was actually in Madhuryaras. So if you see the article in the Prabandha Panchakam, the 5 essential essays, which was compiled by our Srila Gurudev, also under the guidance of our Param Gurudev, Srila Bhakti Pragyan Keshav Goswami Maharaj, you will see and understand, especially in the section entitled Bhagavat Guru Parampara, that our Parampara, although there is a Pancharatrik line, meaning Guru disciple who is giving mantra, a direct Diksha line. It's a fight, it's far away.
It's a monkey fight.
If you want,
no, this is more important.
Okay, so there's a direct Diksha line. And this is something which a lot of devotees may not understand, but it's important to understand. No, it's better, it's okay. So there's a direct Diksha line, means who's giving Harinam, who's giving you your mantra. This is the Diksha line. Then there's something called Bhagavat Shiksha Guru Parampara, and that is the instruction line. And so it may be that in the Diksha line, the essence could possibly become lost if one is just sticking to that line of guru-disciple in terms of who's giving you your mantra.
Would that be more like a seminal kind of parampara?
It could be. It could be more like that.
It's more like a...
It's not necessarily that the fruit of pure bhakti will manifest through that line if it continues in such a way.
But would you say like the same way they say that you can't be just born a Brahmin and you're a Brahmin, or you come in a Goswami family so you're a Goswami? It's kind of like...
Well, that can be your last name. Like my last...
No, I'm saying like our Goswamis are real Brahmins.
Well, there's a difference between Śrī Gopal Bhatta Gosvāmī, Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī, Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī Pad, and so many personalities in Vrindavan who have the last name Goswami. There is a definite difference between the nature. And I'm not saying that someone cannot also have that nature of a Goswami who's able to control their senses, but just because someone is born with that name doesn't make them in the position like Rupa Goswami or Sanatana Goswami or Gopal Bhatta Goswami. So coming in a direct Diksha line, it might be, let's say, that one takes shelter of somebody because their guru is a transcendental and pure devotee, but that person themselves might not be. For example, our Srila Gurudev has so many disciples. And imagine if every single one of us started initiating, regardless of qualification. And we can say, well, my guru gave me the mantra, so now I'm giving you the mantra. That's not really how it works. And so in Bhagavat Shiksha Guru Parampara, we see a line of transcendental personalities. And it might be that it's someone from any other group or any sangha. For example, here we are, disciples of our Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, but we have found so much enthusiasm and inspiration from Srila Gaura Govinda Mahārāja. So that's how the flow of bhakti takes place. Our Gurudev explains it takes a very crooked path. So wherever that living force is, the pure bhakti is manifesting.
I just want to say, as soon as you said that, we got a Radhe bowl from Rob Ellings.
Oh, Radhe.
It's kind of a confirmation.
Okay. He's very high up. And maybe vice versa. Maybe there were disciples of Srila Gaura Govinda Mahārāja, like Mr. Rob Ellings, who found inspiration and that same mood flowing from the mouth and the heart of our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And it might be in different groups, in different sanghas. Where is that living force? So Srila Bhakti Rakshak Sridhar Maharaj spoke about this, that we're not after just the sound, but we're after the living name. Who is a pure devotee of Krishna? Who is chanting the pure name of Krishna? We want to receive that pure thing, not just, what did he call it? Shooting blanks.
Shooting blanks.
Shooting blanks, you know what a blank is? You know when you, in a movie, for example, or something, where they show someone shooting a gun, it's just the sound of it, but no bullet is there. It's just the gunpowder. It's a firework going boom. And there's no bullet, so there's in essence no potency. In the same way, if someone has not really experienced Shuddhanam, and they're claiming to be giving Sri Krishna, then in one sense it's like shooting blanks. Of course, there's no harm in us sharing about Krishna, but if we have not yet awakened our relationship with Krishna, then what we share should be to somehow or other point someone in the direction where they might hear the pure name of Krishna from the lips of the pure devotee of Krishna. It's okay, he's just flying around. Go ahead, show him.
No, they're just teenage monkeys are the worst, actually.
Yeah, they always attack the feet and the ankle bells. Anyway, they're all pretty much keeping a distance. So, Radhe Radhe, Dandavat.
Radhe Radhe.
He takes care of this place.
Oh, you missed him. Oh, the monkey was... I'm missing everything today. Go on. Just continue.
So, Hridaya Chaitanya, understanding that he was in Sakya Bhav, understood that his disciple would not be able to continue to make progress under his guidance because only someone in the higher ras can actually appropriately help and assist any personality who is of a higher ras. So he can only help his disciple up to his level. So naturally, because his mood was how to bring my disciple to perfection, he sent his disciple to the Shiksha Guru, the ultimate Shiksha Guru, Srila Jiva Goswami Pad. So this Dukhi Krishna Das came here to Jiva Goswami Pad, and he took shelter of Jiva Goswami. and taking shelter of Jiva Goswami, he was following his instructions. And what was his seva? His seva was to sweep and to take care of the kunjas. So he was sweeping in Jharu Mandal. Actually, Jharu Mandal means the mandal, or the area where one sweeps. And it was a very large area. Just as you see now, Seva Kunj is walled off, Nidhuban is walled off, everywhere is walled off. But previously it was all open, big forest. So his service was sweeping the kunjas. And Śrīla Jiva Goswami explained to him that if you find anything, then you should report to me immediately. This is the first thing you should do.
We're going to just offer our pranam there because he gave us darshan. So all Vaishnavas, you just paid your pranam there.
Now I have the...
Did you bring any?
No. I didn't anticipate. So, Śrīla Jiva Goswami Pad, he instructed Dukhi Krishna Das that if you find anything while you're sweeping the kunjas, you should report to me immediately. And so as this Dukhi Krishna Das was sweeping the kunjas, one day he found Nupur, one ankle bell. And immediately he reported to Jiva Goswami, as he was instructed to do. This is essential, that one follows the order of Guru exactly and does not overthink or underthink it. But what Guru tells one to do, one should do.
Wow, he's shutting it. He just came to open it for all of us.
And give darshan.
So how beautiful. Careful.
Sorry, I have to sit here with the club. So, when he showed Jiva Goswami, I found this. And Jiva Goswami gave him an order. You keep it, but don't give it to anyone except for the owner. Do not give it to anyone else. So the next day, this Dukhi Krishna Das was sweeping the kunjas and trying to make them very nice and beautiful place so that Radha and Krishna could meet without any encumbrances. And what happened there? Hare Krishna. So, two young girls came. Hey, Baba, did you find anything here? Anything? And he said, yes, I found something. Oh, you should give it to us. He said, no, I won't give it to you. And they said, oh, just give it to us. It belongs to our girlfriend.
Our Sakhi.
Our Sakhi. Sakhi means girlfriend. And he's like, no, I will only give it to the person who owns it. Is it gone? Okay. I will only give it to the person who owns it. So they were questioning him. Hey, what kind of person are you? You're supposed to be a Baba, but you want to see
the face
of our Sakhi, of our friend? What kind of Baba are you? And he was like, no, I will only give it to the person who owns it. And they tried in so many ways to convince him. They even harassed him. They said so many things, but he followed the order of his Guru exactly. Guru meaning his Shiksha Guru, Śrīla Jiva Goswami, who he saw as a non-different manifestation of his own Gurudev, because his own Gurudev sent him for further instruction there. So he accepted him as non-different. This is proper, that Diksha Guru and Shiksha Guru should be seen as non-different, although there are specialities.
You can take it off now.
So, what?
You can take it off now so they can hear you better.
Oh, sorry. Oh, he was very sick. Sorry for...
He was coughing really, really bad. He's not so well.
So, they brought... Sorry. So he said, I will only give it to the person who owns it. And so they were like, okay, what to do? But you cannot just go and see her face. Only if we blindfold you. So they blindfolded him. And they brought him before their Sakhi. Unbeknownst to him, at that time, he didn't know that those two girls were Lalita and Vishakha. They frequently manifest to the pure devotees, but in a way that makes them look like they're just any ordinary girl. But when they brought him in front of their Swamini, their Sakhi, who was that? It was Srimati Radhika. Now one might think, wait a second.
Wait a minute, brought him?
Brought him?
In front of
I
their
thought no
Saki?
other male can see Srimati Radhika. So, unbeknownst to everyone, when he was being brought in front, of course, he's manifested within his original swarup as a gopi or maidservant of Srimati Radhika. And when he went in front of Srimati Radhika, he was able to place that ankle bell upon her ankle very carefully, because he had been ordered to do so, to only give it to that person who owns it by Śrīla Jiva Gosvāmī. So following that order very carefully, he was able to actually perform that very personal seva because of the mercy of his Gurudev, and following that order without unnecessary opposition and without being able to be tricked by anyone else. So from that, then Srimati Radhika, some places it is said Lalita, Srimati Radhika was very pleased with him and then stamped his forehead, her forehead, with that ankle bell. And so you see in the line of Shyamananda Prabhu that all of those who wear tilak have this symbol, which doesn't look just like ours. It's a little different. It looks like a ankle bell has been stamped. This is the tilak of the Shyamananda group. So some say that, first of all, then Srimati Radhika manifested from there a beautiful deity of Shyamasundar.
And this is said to be the place.
That's what it says. Shri Shri Shyamasundar Ji ki Prakatai Sthali. It means where Shyamasundar was manifested from. So Srimati Radhika manifested this deity and gave it to him to worship, to serve. And sometimes it is said that she then called him Shyamananda. Other times it is said that Jiva Gosvāmī called him Shyamananda. But anyhow, because he was serving Shyamasundar and developing so much bliss from serving Shyamasundar and giving Shyamasundar so much bliss, then he received this name Shyamananda. So here's a very prominent person in our line. We've heard of three important characters: Prabhutrai, Srinivas, Narottam, Shyamananda. Together, they spread the mission of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. After the time of the Goswamis, they spread all of the works of the Goswamis, all of the teachings of our Goswamis all over India. So he's a very prominent personality. So what lessons have we learned in this?
Shiksha and Diksha are non-different.
Yes, but only someone who has Madhurya Ras can nourish one all the way up to that point. And so this is very essential for us. Our Gurudev was adamant that our Srila Prabhupada, Srila A.C. Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada, could give nourishment for all rasas, not only up to Sakya Bhav, but also Madhurya Rasa. Why? Because if he was not also in Madhurya Rasa, then he cannot nourish you all the way up to that level. So our Gurudev was like, I cannot ever accept this. He also knew him personally, so how could he accept that? Even on a very intimate personal level. I remember him saying, he said, some are saying that he's only a devotee of Mahavishnu. He said, but I can never accept this because I know who he is. They spoke this about him. So that person who is in that highest ras can nourish all other rasas. But if one is only up to Sakya ras or Vatsalya ras, they cannot nourish you in Madhurya ras. So in order to broadcast the moods of the gopis, only a gopi can do such a thing, says Srila Krishna Ras Kaviraj Goswami and Sri Chaitanya Charitamrita. If one cannot progress any further under one's personal guidance, then they will naturally, if they are really guru, their mood is how to bring them to their perfection, will send them onward to their ultimate perfection under the guidance of anyone who can help them to attain that perfection. So we see a very beautiful, transition, where Hridaya Chaitanya nourished him up to his capacity and then transferred him forward into the capable hands of Srila Jiva Goswami for him to attain perfection. And then the very essential instruction that one must follow the order of the spiritual master as it is, without deviation. He was not even able to be tricked by Lalita and Vishaka.
Wow.
That's pretty amazing.
That's amazing.
Because he followed the order of Srila Jiva Goswami. In a similar but very distant case, Srila Gurudev also warned Sudevi that you should be careful. Krishna will try to make you a queen in Dwarka. In other words, Krishna will try to trick you and give you anything else. And Sudevi told Gurudev, oh, I'm not afraid of him. And Gurudev said, oh, no? Why not? She said, because I know you will protect me from him. And Gurudev said, yes. And this is the essential thing. Krishna might try to give us anything. He might try to give us any little thing that will distract us from our
trinkets
goal.
Of this world.
Trinkets of this world, so many things. But if we hold on tightly to the little finger of Sri Guru and don't let go, then he will bring us all the way to perfection. And he makes a vow to do such a thing at the time of accepting us as disciples. Sri Guru makes this vow that I will not rest until you attain to your perfection. I will come for you birth after birth. Janme, Janme, Prabhu se. So in this pastime of Shyamananda Prabhu, we see so many important, essential lessons. So we've come to this place where Shyam Sundar manifested. He's now being worshipped just down the road there.
Outside this. They're rebuilding this.
And they have a system where they corral everyone, so you wait in a line behind fences, and then they have to test you for temperatures and then allow you to go in one at a time, kind of thing. I don't even know if he's open right now. Everything keeps
They don't
shifting.
let cameras in there. They get really angry.
Yes, it's true.
But we'll show you the mandir if we can. Mm-hmm. And we couldn't walk too far today, as I said. But can I just say one thing that
Sure.
Srila Bhakti Koma Govinda Maharaj spoke?
Yes. Look, everyone, it's Sudevi.
Dandavats. Got to get the stick.
Right.
So, I was thinking about Srila Bhakti Kama Govinda Maharaj because when he was telling the pastime of Madhav Mahotsav and how Krishna was saying to the gopis, especially Lalita Sakhi, give me any seva, even the lowest seva, I will be the sweeper in Srimati Radhika's kunj. Lalita Sakhi is like, do you think this is a small thing? Do you think this is nothing, being a sweeper? This is the highest seva. How dare you think it's such a lowly thing? Mm. And then Srila Bhakti Kama Govinda Maharaj would speak about this pastime of Shyamananda Prabhu or Dukhi Krishna when he was sweeping the Nikunjas here and the Kunjas, and his mood was only in service of his Gurudev. But he's sweeping Vrindavan. This is not an ordinary place. And to give mercy to him, to make that Dukhi Krishna Shyamananda. There's Shyama and Shyamananda. And to make that personality so happy, Shyama, meaning Srimati Radhika, gave her mercy and then gave Shyamasundar, the deity of Shyamasundar. So we're very fortunate. Oh, he's leaving. We're a little careful. So he was saying how important it is, and then he gave an example of one time there was one Brajbasi in Govardhan, and he was sweeping the areas, the kunjas in Govardhan. And one day his brooms, the brooms here are different than the brooms in the West. They're made of these
coconut, the spines of a coconut palm leaf.
We don't understand them. But anyway,
lots of long bristles.
Long bristles. And he was sweeping and sweeping. And finally, one day, the bristles were all broken. There was nothing left but like a stub of this broom. And so he began to ask, what should I do? What should I do? And the bhaktas were like, well, it's no longer usable. Like, you can't use it. Throw it away and get a new broom. And he held this broom to his chest and he said, but this broom has done so much seva, and it has engaged me in so much seva of Govardhan, of the Brajabasis, of Radha and Krishna. How can I throw that away? This is also another lesson that everything we have, if we utilize it in the service of Radha and Krishna, we should take care of it. We should think, this body belongs to my Guru and to Krishna, and so I should care for it in such a way that it could be prolonged and used properly. Any kind of paraphernalia I can use in the service. So this personality, instead of throwing that broom away, he dug one pit and he made a broom samadhi.
Broom Samadhi.
Samadhi. And he put the broom into Samadhi. You have done all of this seva. How can I throw this most precious thing away? So as he was speaking about that, I was thinking how important it is for us to also remember that everything can be utilized in the service of Krishna, and therefore it gives importance to everything. If it is Krishna's energy, if it can be used in Krishna's service, and we do so, then that thing is not to be neglected or thrown away. It is to be honored,
treasured,
as something close to the service of Krishna, and we don't neglect something like that. What to speak of a broom, Vaishnavas, of our Gurudev, of Harikatha, of Mahaprasadam. That's why so many devotees, when they have their kitchens, they're so particular. No, this is where I'm doing my seva. This is where I'm serving my Thakurji. This is where Gurudev, I'm praying to Gurudev so that he will offer my heart to Radha and Krishna. So the pots, the utensils and everything, we all know. We keep separate. So many devotees are like, oh, this is the Jiva sponge and this is Krishna's sponge. If they don't have two separate sinks, but if they do, they're like, this is for God, this is God's sink, and this is for Jivas. If you go to some ashrams, they use, you know, the bathroom, and they wash their stuff in the bathroom. I don't necessarily do that. But the point is that they think that this belongs to Krishna. It is always and constantly used in Krishna's service. So I'm not going to just let all kinds of nonsense and low-class things there. We are conscious of what is used in Krishna's service. So we always have to be very, very careful. And even that broom and sweeping and following the order of Gurudev. So many times we think, oh, but I want Gurudev to tell me to do some high-class seva. I want him to tell me how to do bhajan. But he was told to go and to sweep. And sweeping was that highest thing. He wasn't thinking, oh, why am I doing this? Shouldn't I just be going internal in Manasi Seva? No, he was following the order of his Guru. And he was sweeping the kunjas and got the mercy of Lalita Vishaka and Srimati Radhika. And then she manifested from her own heart, Shama Sundar.
Wow.
So this is such an extraordinary place where Seva is showing, it's also showing the result of Seva. Because he was serving, Krishna manifested here for him in the form of Shama Sundar, and so he was given the name Shamananda.
Haribo.
Okay, we're gonna probably just show you the outside of the temple, and then we're gonna maybe try and show you the outside of Radha Damodar. They also don't allow cameras, but Kishori will go in and check and see if we can get you into the Samadhi area. I don't know if we can have bandwidth in there, but we'll try.
We will try.
We're going to do our best. We can't walk far today.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
So Śrī Shamananda Prabhu
Ki Jai.
Gopal! Dandavat! Gopal! Radhe Radhe.
No, Shamananda.
Radhe Radhe Baba.
Radhe Radhe Mama. Okay.
Beautiful. Okay, now we have to be very careful. As you know,
Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha.
Look, it's our Dudwala, Mridangawala. Radhe Radhe. Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe.
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe.
Shyamananda Prana Dhana He
Shyamananda Prana He.
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe.
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe.
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe.
Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar
Radhe Radhe.
Radha Shyama Sundar Radhe.
Radhe Radhe. Jaya Radha Shyama Sundar.
So we're not going to go in because they don't allow any filming inside, but this is Radha Shyama Sundar Mandir. So you can read it.
Radha Shyam Sundar Temple. Radhe Radhe.
That's the temple.
See?
And like I said,
Photography strictly prohibited. No photography, no videography.
so you know I'm not lying to you.
Yeah, we can't go inside with the camera.
We can't go in.
Side,
But-
side, side. Careful, another one's coming. And I've got your back with the monkey stick.
Okay, now we're just gonna go to see if we can bring you to Rupa Goswami's Samadhi Mandir.
So that's Radha Damodar temple. So we're going to.
Seems like a traffic jam.
Radha Damodara Radhe.
Jai Radha Damodara.
Radha Damodara. Jiva Goswamir Prana Dhana He. Jiva Goswamir Prana. Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe.
Jai Radha Govinda Radha
There he is.
Govinda.
Rupa Goswami Prana Dhana He. Rupa Goswami Prana Dhana. Oh Jaya Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe.
Jai Radha Govinda Radha Govinda Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Radhe.
Jai Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan. It's a little low.
Sanatanir Prana Dhana He. Sanatanir Prana. Radhe Radhe. This is my real barber. Actually, he always cuts my hair. He gives the best haircut in the whole world.
Radhe Radhe.
Jaya Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Radhe.
Jai Radha. Okay. Very packed.
Really? A lot of people there?
It seems like.
Oh Jaya Radha Madana Mohan Radha Madana Mohan Radhe.
Radha Madana Mohan.
Nah, just a few people. Oh Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe. Yene. Come. Oh Jaya Radha Ramana Radha Ramana Radhe. Not so many people there.
Okay, I'm gonna see if I can get the camera in the samadhi. But we.
ना समाधि नहीं है केवल
No?
दर्शन और तरह का
Only Radha Damodar bas.
समाधि खाली दामोदर दर्शन करो
Okay, no camera. Take it, take it. Okay.
Just only to here. So we'll go as close as we can.
Yeah, they're
we
not
might-
allowing.
Oh wow, just to here. Let me just see. That's Radha Damodar. Namo Kshegraho Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam.
No one saw me.
Beware of pickpockets.
We didn't get yelled at. Did you see? Did you get a quick darshan? Kishori, I think we have to leave this way.
It doesn't matter. If we can get out, we can get out. Look, they'll let us out as long as no one's coming in. So it's pretty blocked up.
हरे कृष्णा
Hare
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Oh, what happened? Oh, sorry guys.
Sorry.
I think we'll be able to go out by Jamuna just now because it's still light enough before we bring you back to the Bhavan.
Oh,
All right, so we'll bring you back
so
through Jamuna. Let's show them Jamuna. It's
Yeah.
light enough.
it's beautiful. So the place where we just were That is Radha Damodar temple, and everything's still pretty much kind of blocked off. They let a few people in, but it's not so. I have got it ready. I've got a stick ready to use very quickly in case I need to. Interestingly, here the monkeys, monkeys actually can recognize the difference between male and female humans, and they do tend. You're going this way? No, left.
Oh, you.
Unless you want to go out this way.
I was thinking a different way, but that's
come
fine.
this way.
No, it's fine. It's kind of interesting.
But this is going past Shringarvat.
Yes.
So the monkeys can recognize the difference between male and female humans, and for some reason they just know that female humans are easier to harass, and they literally just harass them. They go after them, try to grab their feet or their ankle bells or anything, and they don't disturb the men as much. But the women they're afraid, and they actually wait till someone walks by with a stick and then walk with them to go through any gully. So it's quite interesting.
So now we're coming into Shringarvat area. Please be careful.
Radhe, 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 Radhe. So, wow, coming through these ancient gullies. And before it was all forest, but this is the very secret place. Radhe, Radhe, Maya, Radhe, Radhe. Go. So this is the very secret location, which was very dense forest at the time, that Krishna took Srimati Radhika to. We can even go inside. No, last time we lost connection.
Last time we brought you in there, it lost connection, so we're standing here for a minute.
So that is known as Shringarvat. So Krishna brought Srimati Radhika there. He just came and stood in front. And it was a beautiful forest, a beautiful tree, and there Krishna was decorating. Yeah, I know it looks like a war-torn, but it's just old dilapidated ruins. All the facade has come off. But anyhow, let's go forward. So Krishna brought her here to pacify her, and he was decorating her hair.
Try to get on this side of it.
It's okay.
Okay, so now we're coming out
Toward Jamuna.
Toward Jamuna from Shringarvat.
Jai Jamuna Maiya. Oh. Jamuna Maharani?
Yes. Wow.
Come this way. There's water here.
Jamuna Devi ki jai.
Jamuna Maharani ki
Jai.
Look at all the diyas, the ghee lamps floating down.
We're going to try to rent a boat again for Diwali so that we can be on Jamuna's waters offering our Diwali.
Shri Jamuna Maharani ki jai. So many people are offering lamps, even from the edge, and so many from the boats as well.
Do you want to go down a little?
It's a little bit difficult.
Steep, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a little steep for us to go down, if you can see. We're pretty high up.
And it's all rocks, so it's quite tumbly. So the place where we were, Radha Damodar Temple, is actually the place where Rupa Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Gosvāmī, all of our Goswamis used to get together and discuss the sweet pastimes of Krishna, hear the glories of Śrīmad Bhagavatam. Rupa Goswami's Bhajan Kutir and Samadhi Mandir are there. Jiva Goswami's Samadhi Mandir is there. In fact, Radha Damodar are the deities of Jiva Goswami. Krishna Das Kaviraj Goswami's Samadhi is there. So many great personalities' Samadhis are there. And then, Bhugarbha Goswami. And then there are Pushpa Samadhis for everyone, including Srila Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, our Srila Gurudev, Bhakti Jivendra Nardamar, Srila Bhakti, I can't even, there's so many. Anyhow, so it's also the Bhajan Kutir of our Srila Prabhupada. So he said that this is the center of the universe. So we just brought you all to the center of the universe.
You've just been to the center of the universe.
And it's really considered like the heart of Vrindavan. Why? Because from that place, all of the transcendental literature manifested.
I can tap
all of the transcendental literature manifested, which carried the moods of the heart of Vrindavan to the rest of the world. So even from that place, Srila Prabhupada was residing there and meditating so much on how to fulfill the order of his Gurudev, Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, how to bring Krishna consciousness to the world. He was translating so many books, Śrīmad Bhagavatam and so many other books in that location. And from there he was actually planning and preparing and praying to our Goswamis, to his Gurudev, how to bring Krishna consciousness to the entire world. And so that place is no ordinary location. It is surcharged with transcendental nectar. And of course, we've spoken so much about Srila Rupa Goswami, but that place is essentially the place of Rupa Goswami. His Samadhi Mandir is there, his Bhajan Kutir is there. Our Srila Gurudev asked, actually, which one is more important? Can you tell what he said?
Go ahead, it's not long.
So Srila Gurudev explained that actually the Bhajan Kutir is more important than the Samadhi Mandir. Because in the Samadhi Mandir, he's engaged in internal bhajan, meaning he's meditating on the internal pastimes of the Lord, and it's more for his purpose. But from the Bhajan Kutir, from there he's manifesting so much Harikatha, not only for himself, but for the benefit of the world. So Gurudev explained that the Bhajan Kutir, or the place where the pure devotee is doing his bhajan and manifesting all of these sweet pastimes of the Lord from, and also speaking and writing from that place, that is the place of giving mercy. So it is considered more important for us than the Samadhi Mandir. Not to limit the potency of the Samadhi Mandir, there's so much potency in both. But that place was the place of all of our Goswamis. That place is the temple of Jiva Goswami. And so many Thakurjis are present there who yes, they had mamata, possessive mood for their Thakurji, so belong to our Goswamis, meaning Bhugarbha Goswami, Jiva Goswami, Rupa Goswami, so many of our Acharyas, Thakurs are there. So it's such a powerful and important place. Sorry, they have it all closed off right now because, oh, is that Madan Mohan off in the distance on the left?
Yeah.
Wow, nice.
I was trying to show as much as I could of Madan Mohan.
Yep, off on the top left, that's Madan Mohan Temple of Sanatana Gosvāmī Pad.
And so, like I said, we're going to try to do this again on the boat on Diwali.
Which is our 15th, November 15th. For us, in Vrindavan is Diwali, Vaishnav Diwali. I think 14th is the locals, but Vaishnava calendar follows specifically according to a specific Panjika consideration. And so we follow on the 15th, and then on the 16th we follow Govardhan Puja. So many of you might actually observe in the rest of the world Govardhan Puja on the day before we do it. But anyhow, it will be Govardhan Puja here, and we will be engaging all of us, all of you and us together in endeavoring to serve Giriraj Govardhan under the guidance of our Guru Varga. By the way, we plan to start that day on the 16th, our Govardhan Puja day, earlier than usual because
it's getting dark really quick here.
Yeah.
And we want to be able to be out there so everyone can see Giriraj, and we want to bathe Giriraj and offer all of you and all of the preps that we're going to offer to Giriraj on your behalf. So we would like you to be able to witness it. So we're probably going to start at 3 o'clock Vrindavan time.
Now I can see Isha Thakurani's name there. What you might want to do also is when you cook so many preparations, because I know you're going to do it, then post a photo and send that photo to Giriraj.
We'll be there. We'll show Giriraj everything.
Yes.
But he's there in your houses and in your hearts.
Yes.
All right, so you got darshan of this beautiful, beautiful sacred Jamunaji. How amazing that we got to do this today. We didn't plan on it. Like I said, we were feeling a little bit tired. Oh, sorry.
It's not focusing.
Yeah, I know. Sometimes it's hard to focus.
Focus on the light out there.
All right, so we're going to start walking back now to Gopinath Bhavan since it's getting dark and it's late. Well, not late, but it's getting dark.
So since we just went to the temple of Radha Damodar, we're going to continue with Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam.
I actually wish it was time for Aarti here. Well, look at that. Bell ring.
Jamuna Aarti would be over there.
Well, no, do you want to take them to
No, it's
Jamuna
gonna be at
Aarti? Yeah,
7.
the reason I was saying is there's one little temple here, and whenever anyone is doing Aarti in this temple, like about maybe 15 or 20 of the local dogs come every night for Aarti.
And they all stand right in front of the temple.
And it's not that they just stand there and they're wondering what's going on. They begin singing, they're howling.
All together.
Yeah, they're just screaming and doing the Aarti with everyone. It's really so sweet. But it's not until much later, so. Radhe Radhe.
Oh, they lit that place up.
They're still doing parikramas.
Come to the left.
Not the camera, right?
No.
And I don't know if you remember from last time, but these trees right here, these were planted by our Gurudev. Brajanath Prabhu one day told us that Gurudev planted these most excellent trees right here. So that's pretty sacred, pretty beautiful to know that when you walk outside of Gopinath Bhavan, these trees were planted by our Gurudev, so.
Come in, come in.
Look, I said I wish Aarti was going on, and it is, in different little huts.
I remember when there was just a tree there, and this elderly Baba came and he just sat under the tree, and then some devotees started coming and around him, and then gradually they made a little hut for him around the tree, and then they put a little step and marble, but it was just like spontaneous. He's just residing there under the tree and always doing kirtan and speaking Harikatha, and so many people come to honor them and honor him. Is this our brahmachari?
Yes. Okay, so now, dear Vaishnavas, we've made it back to Gopinath Bhavan. As you can see, the very beautiful bhajan kutir of Gurudev. Actually, maybe we can bring you to Gurudev's room. It doesn't look like the light's on, but we should try.
Maybe from the other side.
Let's try to bring you to Gurudev's room. All right, we have to be a little quiet.
Everyone.
Shh. We don't know what's going on inside right now. Uh-oh. We're locked out. It's such an early time.
Radhe Radhe. Chabi hai.
They don't seem to have it. See if
Paramananda. You have chabi?
I actually told Kishori not to bring the key, that we'd be home early.
Because it's usually always open at this time. He's coming. So,
He's a little slow.
well, he cooks a lot. He's always busy. So the brahmacharis are coming to open the gate.
Okay, so now we're gonna try to go into Śrīla
Radhe Radhe.
Gurudev's
Whoa,
room.
Hare Krishna.
That was
Hare Krishna.
oh.
Yeah, don't worry, we don't
Okay,
see
well,
him.
we don't know what's going on. Let's just turn this. There we
Jai
go.
Radhe. Thank you.
Okay, Radhe Radhe.
Vande? Vande?
Hare Krishna. Okay, so now we're gonna try to go to Gurudev's room. Actually, first I should give you darshan of Radha Gopinath. I mean, we're here. Let's go. We're running to the feet of Gopinath first. Oh, this thing. Śrīla Gurudev.
Jai Śrīla Gurudev ki
Jai.
jai.
And I'm just gonna. Can you?
Radha Gopinath.
Jai.
Here. Okay, this is Radha Gopinath and Shashinandan Gaurahari, installed by our Srila Gurudev, Srila Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. So now we will all offer our Dandavat Pranam. Oops.
It's doing that thing.
Oh, is it? Okay. For Dandavat Pranam.
Okay.
Jai Radha Gopinath Ji ki Jai. And zoom in.
We can see from down here.
Jai. Okay, we can see. Maybe it looks like. Okay, let's go.
We can go up and just check. We'll see if we can give you darshan of Gurudev's room.
It's dark.
No, there's a light on in there. I mean, we can only try, right? It's an adventure.
Okay.
Okay, are we going this way? This way.
Yeah, we can go this way.
Kishori Ji. All right, it's a little dark, but we're trying to get to Gurudev's room.
Steps here are dangerous.
Oh, geez, can you turn a light on right there? Kishori, right here.
Oh.
It doesn't work. All right, we're coming up. All right. So we're up in the balcony now, and you can see how far we are from Radha Gopinath.
Watch your step.
So this is Srila Gurudev's place right here. I wonder if it's open.
Looks like it's closed.
Is it closed?
It is.
It's closed.
It's not locked.
Open it.
1, 2, 3. Shri Gurudev ki Jai.
Slapper pranam. Gurudev would sit here and give darshan, so we're offering our pranam here.
Let me see if I can turn on the light.
That's the light I gave.
Light? No.
So this is
It would be
Gurudev's.
on, but the power's off.
This is Gurudev's bed. So in the back, you can't show his darshan room.
We can, with this light.
So this is in Gurudev's room. They have all of these beautiful pictures. Sorry if you can't see it. Guru Parampara. And then pictures of Gurudev. They also have, yeah, I saw. They have some of Gurudev's. What is that award?
It's an award. He must have won it at a football match. No. The present Acharya of the Guardian of Pure Bhakti, the Way of Love Festival, 2005.
The Way of Love. And look at that's his pressure cooker. Your light is shining. Of course.
That really happens, yes.
And Gurudev's slippers.
And blankets. And look. Gurudev's masks.
Gurudev wore masks, you guys. I just feel I should point that out. Please don't. We're not trying to make controversy here, but he did wear masks.
There's his slippers.
His slippers. Go into his bhajan kutir and see in here. This is actually where Gurudev would give darshan. In here, on this bed, there is no back.
Next.
Yeah.
No?
Oh, there's only fans. Anyway, there's a Param Gurudev here.
You're not
Oh, beautiful. Yeah, I was showing the chair. And then, sorry, this thing is kind of strange. Here's where Gurudev would give darshan to all the devotees, because out here, you see these big windows. There's Jamuna. He would look out, and he would sit here and give darshan. If you've been to Gopinath Bhavan, you would have been in this room before. There's Srila Bhaktivedānta Gosvāmī Mahārāja. All right. So we got to take you to Gurudev's quarters. Gurudev's bed is here. This is his bed. This is where he would stay.
We've had actually many sweet interactions with Srila Gurudev in this particular location, which we will tell you at another time.
And there, one of his personal favorite
Who's that? Radharaman?
little naughty boys there, Radharamanji
Radha Govinda.
and Radha Govinda. You can't see, they're very bundled up because it's cold. And of course, Seva Kunja. And then they have many pictures of Srila Gurudev. So
when devotees come in here, they can easily remember him and meditate upon him.
but this was how simple. You know, he just had, right there is the bathroom. He had one closet, and that's it. Very simple.
He was in a very simple room in Mathura for years. So small, like half the quarter the size of this place. Maybe half the size of this place. And it had dark walls and a dark floor. Very simple. And at a certain point, somebody next door decided to build their building, and they built it so close that there was no airflow between that building or through his room anymore.
You can see you without that.
So they decided to give Srila Gurudev a new room. So they made a new room for him on the roof in Mathura. And that new room was a little bit bigger than this one. It was kind of equivalent to his darshan room. And when they brought him up and showed it to him, he was very hesitant. He was like, no. This is too fancy for me. I can't accept this. And his mood was, he just wanted to be simple. He didn't want to have anything fancy, anything luxurious. And really it was very simple, very plain, but still because it looked so nice and it was on the top floor and had more windows and the floor space was a bit bigger, he was feeling, this is too much, I can't accept this. And they said, you have no choice. There's no air coming in, so you have to accept it.
It also does make us understand how much we over-endeavor for so much that we don't need. You know, we over-consume, over-collect, over-bigify everything. I know that's not a word, but we make everything so big and so grand, and actually our own Gurudev just stayed in a very small little room and would give darshan in the big room. So, want to know a sweet thing? This little lamp here I got in Jaipur. You can't see, it's very colorful. I got it in Jaipur.
You tap it once at a photo.
And I wanted to give it to Shashikala Didi as a gift for her Giriraj. And then she left me a message and she said, you know, today I was thinking that Gurudev needs a lamp, a little lamp in his room, and you gave it to me, so I offered it to Gurudev. So I thought that was so beautiful. And Gurudev always wanted his Gurudev with him, always. So
once Gurudev was sitting in this chair right here.
Right here.
And he had heard a message.
Oops, sorry.
He heard something from there was a meeting or something, and they made some kind of, basically it was like who's having success in their service and their preaching. And so he heard some good things about us. And Srila Gurudev said to us, oh, I've heard that, you know, you guys, he didn't say guys, but that you guys are very successful. And he was looking at us with a very quizzical look, you know, like, how is it possible? And then Sudevi said, Gurudev, we don't know anything, Gurudev. And he proved that. It's in the
Walking
Morning
with the
Walk
Saint.
book. He said, look, Sudevi and Kishori Mohan are traveling, they don't know anything. So Sudevi said, Gurudev, we don't know anything. All we do is speak about you. And Gurudev said, oh, that is why. Very grave, oh, that is why. And then he realized what Sudevi had said, that all we're doing is going everywhere speaking about you. And then it made him very shy.
He got so shy.
He became like almost nervous. Oh, they're talking about me. And then he just tried to change the subject. So he grabbed my hair here. Before it used to be black with a white streak. Now it's all white. Sorry. I can't, my props aren't working properly.
You can see it.
So he just grabbed this and he started playing with it and pulling it like that. And he's like, is this natural? Or, you know, he was asking questions. But that point that he personally accepted, that if we speak about Gurudev, if we remember him and share Srila Gurudev, his pastimes, his teachings, his moods, his conceptions, then our preaching can be successful. It's not about us. It's not about how much we know or don't know or what we think we know or how charismatic or expert or whatever ability, how many shlokas one knows or anything. It's simply a matter of remembering, endeavoring to serve and please Gurudev, and also sharing about that personality, that this is my heart and I'm sharing my heart. Sorry, I'm just keeping it on so that we can actually see our way out.
Okay.
So I just wanted to share because Gurudev was sitting in this chair
He did look very confused.
Yeah, he was very confused, and then he just started pulling on my white hair.
So, Srila Gurudev ki jai. Beautiful picture. Every morning they come in here and they do beautiful Guru Puja. So this
let's offer our pranam.
Very worshipped place here. Ki jai. So now we're going
back to Radha
Radha Vinod Bihari Bhavan. Can you get the door?
Yeah, the lights are off. Sorry.
Show you the Bhavan in the dark. There's the temple room at night. And it goes up. So you can see how beautiful it is. All right, I know it's hard to see. So we're going to just try to get you back to our room as soon as possible. Hare Krishna.
I think there must have been a party that went to another location today. Because it's very quiet today in Gopinath.
Oops. Yeah, it's been really quiet. No fire yagyas, nothing.
No cooking, no kids screaming, no. It's just
nothing.
Watch your step, watch your step.
Okay. Sorry. So now we're coming back. You all should recognize it by now. This is the kitchen. This is the kitchen. And then we go all the way up to that room right there. Actually, usually because there's no electricity right now, it's not lit up, but usually Srila Gurudev's outside is all lit up with beautiful little lights. So sweet, the mood in there. Okay, almost there. See, there's the courtyard. And Tulsi, can you see? Tulsi's little house. She's taking rest. As Madhav Maharaj would say, Sripad Madhav Maharaj would say, Gurudev taking rest, so silence is best. Okay. And we have come to our destination.
Welcome to Śrī
Ki jai. So try to give darshan.
Just gonna wash my hands quickly.
Sorry. I have to use this thing, and if I never mind. Just take darshan. And Srimati Radhika. And of course, the babies. Shalagrams, beautiful Girirajas. I should tell you how they came to me. It's pretty amazing. So I'll just show you here. Can you see my hand? This Giriraj Maharaj, it was amazing. We went to a place called Las Vegas. I know, the camera's even freaking out. We went to a place called Las Vegas in America. It's like, I guess they call it the sin capital of the world. And when we went there, I had Shri Radha Vinod Bihari Ji and Gauranga with us. And I went to the devotee and I said, okay, so where can I put Thakurji? And they go, oh, you could put them up in my mandir, but I haven't been worshipping my Thakurji. And I said, well, I'm here now, so they'll have to be offered, you know, and taken care of. So I went and I opened their mandir, and I opened the door, and there was this beautiful Giriraj. And I said, oh, you haven't been feeding Giriraj, you haven't been taking care of him, you haven't been doing any seva.
Need help?
And the devotee said, no. And I said, oh, how's your life? How's everything going? It must be really horrible, very stressful. He said, it's been the worst time. And I said, well, I'm going to take Giriraj, and when you're able to properly take care, then I'll return Giriraj to you if that's what he desires. And the devotee was like, yes, please take him. He was afraid to have him any longer. And so we thought, oh my gosh, we went to Vegas and we won the jackpot.
The big jackpot.
The biggest treasure. And honestly, I wanted to leave that devotee's house right away. I thought, oh no.
He's like, yeah, take him.
I'm like, what if they change their mind? What if I don't get the chance and opportunity to worship this beautiful Giriraj? But they didn't change their mind, so he's been with me ever since. I think that obviously whenever Thakurji comes, there's always many stories. So with all of my Shīlas, they came to me by the mercy of other Vaishnavas. Although I did kind of steal this Giriraj, but he wanted to come. So, and also the baby, he's not mine. I know, it's shocking, but I think I told you all that he belonged to one Baba, and this Baba was doing Parikrama of Vrindavan every day with him. And one devotee named Radhapati, while Kishori's getting that ready, I'll just sit here. Excuse me, I don't have my chatter. While this devotee Radhapati came to Vrindavan to leave his body because he had brain cancer, a brain tumor. And he thought, okay, I'm going to leave my body. I'm just going to leave it in the dust of Vraj. So he came to Vrindavan, and 20 years later, he was still doing Vrindavan Parikrama every day. Is this on? He was still doing Vrindavan Parikrama every day, and we would see him every year. And Radhapati Prabhu, you're still here. He's like, I don't understand. And he looked so good and blissful. So he found the baby one day in the dust. He used to see
this big one here, the big baby, this one.
The big baby. So he used to see the Baba every day doing parikrama. And then one day he saw the baby in the dust and he thought, where's the Baba? And he was looking and trying to figure everything out. And after a couple of days, he found out that the Baba left. So he took the baby and he gave him to one family who had a little girl. And to make a very long story short, I went to their house and they were showing me all of these deities that were in a box. And they were all gopis, deities of gopis. They were Mother Swatis from way back when we were children.
Isn't it like 108
She had
gopis?
like 108, and she had Manjari. She had all of these gopis, deities. And so then I saw in this box of gopis was this little baby. And I was like, what is that baby doing in there? So I took him out and I bathed him, I painted him, I made clothes and put them on him. And the devotees were like, oh, he's so sweet, you know, we'll worship him now. And I said, no, this is child abuse. You had him in a box. I said, so look at me as being a social worker. So I'm taking the baby, and after 1 year, if you've proved yourself, you can have the baby back. And they were like, oh, okay. So then I took him, and then periodically I would take him and babysit him. I'm making a really long story short, but what ended up happening is on the night that our Gurudev left this world, the baby made himself to Gurudev's room on his own because he brought himself. You know, we talk about Gaudidasa Mandire and the Thakurjis were getting off the altar, were taking prasad. Thakurji are independent. So what happened was, I had this mood, we would go out, we weren't cooking for Gurudev in Jagannath Puri because he stopped taking anything. And so
we were cooking for the devotees who were taking care of Gurudev.
And so we would go out in the morning, all the devotees. on the sand, and we would look up because Gurudev would take the morning sun overlooking the ocean where Chaitanya Mahaprabhu was caught in the fisherman's net. So Gurudev would sit out there and just chant and do bhajan. So in the morning we would all be out there doing Guru Puja and seeing Gurudev in the morning sun. So one day I was running out to go and have my Gurudev morning sun darshan. He is the sun of my life. So I was going to see the sun rise. And I thought, the baby wants to come. He wants to see Gurudev. And then I thought in my head, I'm not one of those crazy Hare Krishnas. Oh, Gurudev, look, I'm not going to do that. I'm not one of those. So then I thought, no. And I left the baby in the room. And then I came back in the room and my friend Nandini was there. I said, Nandini, can you take the baby up to play with this other devotees, Gopal? She had these big Gopal deities. And she would do crazy things, like she would lay a blanket out and put cartoons on for them. She would smash bananas and make baby food. And Gurudev would always encourage it. He loved the way she was with her deities because it was true and spontaneous.
So many toys also.
He would always come back with toys. Always. He has so many toys. So he would always come back with toys. I said, just bring the baby to her room. But she happened to be Gurudev's physiotherapist, and she would, help Gurudev move his arms and his legs to not become just sitting in one place for too long. So that day she was going up to Gurudev's room and she turned and she said, oh, the baby wants to see Gurudev. And she just went and picked him up and went up to Gurudev's room. And she put him on the side table. And then she was doing physiotherapy with Gurudev. And then when she was finished with her seva, she took the baby and showed Gurudev. She said, Gurudev, look. And she said that Gurudev was just petting him like this, just petting the baby. As you would pet a baby, if you've ever seen Gurudev, when he would see babies, he would pet them. So he was petting him. And then the baby came back to the room and I said to Nandini, where were you? What happened? She said, you'll never guess. You'll never guess. He was up in Gurudev's room. And so I realized you have to be a little bit mad to actually be a devotee, to listen when Thakurji or when the Super Soul or when Krishna is actually saying, I want something. And if you can't hear that, if we're too busy being our false ego like me, I was like, I don't want everyone to see me holding him in Gurudev. I thought I don't want to look stupid. So my ego got in the way, and so he made his own way. More than just having that darshan of Gurudev, he made his way into Gurudev's room, and then Gurudev entered Nitya Leela that night. And so it's a very special way when Thakurjis come in your life and you see how they reciprocate, and you see how they have minds of their own, and that they are independent. And I'm always afraid. I get lots of letters where people say they want to steal them. And I'm always looking at them like, I'll do better. I'll do better. Don't leave me. Please don't leave me. They have every reason to leave. But so far, for 20 some odd years, they've stayed with us. So I'm grateful. But I just wanted to tell you how we won the jackpot lottery.
In Las Vegas, Nevada.
In the entire world. From Las Vegas, Giriraj came to us and how the baby manifested. And I only babysit him from time to time. I get my baby, my motherly mood out on him because Gurudev said don't have children. So that mood I get to spend on the baby, and then he goes back to his sevaks. So, okay.
And I had no idea that Sudevi would be speaking about the baby today, but apparently he wanted us to match. I do remember thinking that, oh my God, I'm matching the baby today, but I didn't know that she would speak about it. So, all right. Hare Krishna. What happened here? Hare Krishna. Dandava Pranam. So, now we will begin with Mangalacharan. Page 1 of this book, Śrī Gauriya Giti Guccha. If you don't have the book, I believe, is Jeev Pavana Prabhu there?
Of course.
Dandava Pranam Prabhu.
Dandava Pranam. To all Vaishnavas.
Yesterday, I believe it was Pratambar Prabhu, someone posted the Mangalacharan. So, anyhow, if you don't have the book or don't have bhajans in front of you, you will have them present due to the mercy of Jiva Pavana Prabhu, who posts the bhajans in the comment section of the thread. So just scroll to his most recent post, and you will find the most recent bhajans, and the Vangalata Didi posts the page numbers.
Nandini was there watching. She's
Oh,
here.
really? That was her.
The Nandini in the purple, that was her.
Yes, she was.
She wasn't supposed to leave the baby, by the way.
Yes, but she actually listened to the inner heart's words of this baby. And he just wanted to make his way up to see Srila Gurudev. So. Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamanam Shri Guru Vaishnavāṣṭa Shri Rūpam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathanvikam Tam Sajivam Sarvetam Savadhutam Arjana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Pavam Sahagama Lalita Shri Vishakam Vikamshta Om Adhyanathimiram Bhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Namo Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Shri Krishna Lila Katane Sudaksham Nārāyaṇa Gunaishtayotam Paramparenyam Purusham Mahantam Nārayanam Tam Shirasam Namami Tridandinam Bhakta Shiromanim Cha Shri Krishna Padānavritaikahritte Chaitanya Leela-vrita-sārasaram Nārayanam Tvam Satatam Prapatye Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Ashtadhya Deshavarine Namo Vishnupadaya Gaurapreshthaya Bhutale Shri Śrīmad Bhakti Pragyāna Keshavu Niti Namine Atimatyaksharittvāya Sashmitānanjapaline Jiva Dukhe Sadarpāya Shri Nama Premadāyine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Preshthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhakti Siddhanta Saraswati Iti Namine Shri Varshabhanavi Devi Daikaya Kripabhaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namaha Madhurya Jvala Premadhyam Shri Rupanuga Bhaktidam Shri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namostute Namaste
Namo Gaura Kishoraya Sakshanmai Natyamurtaye Vipralambhara Sambodhe Padambhujayate Namaha Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Satchidanandamine Gaura Shakti Swarupaya Rupanuravarayate Gaura Virbhava Bhumestam Nirdeshtam Sajanapriya Vaishnava Sarvabhauma Shri Jagannāthāya Namaha Vanchākalpatarubhyashta Kripa Sindhubhya Eva Patitānaṁ Pāvanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Namo Mahāvaranyāya Krishna Premam Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratvishe Namaha He Krishna Karuna Sindho Dinabandho Jagatpate Gopesha Gopinakanta Radha Kandan Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanusude Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jayatam Surato Bhakto Mama Mandam Mate Gati Matsarvasvapanam Rojo Radha Madana Mohano Divyat Vrindaranya Śrīmad Ratnagara Singhāsanastho Śrī Śrī Radha Śrīla Govinda Devo Preshthānidhi Sevyamano Smarami Śrīmandra Sarasarandhi Imam Śrīmad-Tatastitaha Harshan Venu Swarai Gopi Gopinatha Vrindaye Tulasi Devyai Priyaye Keshavasya Cha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha Panchatattvatmakam Krishna Bhaktarupa Swarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktakyam Namami Bhakta Shaktikam Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Chaito Darpanamarjanam Bhavamahar Lavagni Nirvapanam Shri Akairava Chandrika Vitarnam Vidyamadhu Anandam Pudivardhanam Pratipadam Purnamrita Swadanam Sarvatma Sapanam Param Vijayate Shri Krishna Sankirtanam Hare Rama Hare Rama Hare Rama Eva Kevalam Haro Naste Manaste Manaste Pratinam Yaka Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Hare Hare Krishna Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna.
so many peanuts.
Right, we were gifted peanuts yesterday. Okay, page 32, Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya.
And if you don't know, we have a great secret, and that secret's name is Jiva Pavana.
Prabhu.
Prabhu. Well, it says Jiva Pavana on the thing.
Right.
So Jiva Pavana Prabhu posts all the kirtans and bhajans that we're going to be singing, so many commentaries and translations. So if you don't have a songbook, don't worry, he's got you covered. Just look for the name Jiva Pavana, and you will find there, usually he writes in capitals lyrics, so you can't miss it, so that you can join in sweet kirtan with us. Thank you so much, Jiva Pavana Prabhu, for your very valuable seva, and to Navangalata for also posting the page numbers. A couple of times I've had to look for them, so thank you. And Dandava Pranam to all the Vaishnavas.
Dandava Pranam. So page 32, Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya. Gurudev Kripa Bindu Diya Koroe Dase Rinape Kayoti. Nijamane sprihani no Sakala sahare baladiya gone Nijamane sprihani no Kripa bindu diya Kuruye dase nape kayoti. Ami ati di, Guru More Kadiya Kadiya Damodarā Kivo Sakala Vaishnava Goshai Goya Koromore.
Page number 46. 46. And it starts Sakala Vaishnava, S-A-K-A-L-A, Vaishnava Goshai.
Sakala Vaishnava Goshai Goya Koromore Dante Trino Dhori Kohe Edino Pamore
Sakala Vaishnava Goshai Goya
Shri Guru Charaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Pada Padma Paya More Koro Dhanya Savar Karuna Bire Iha Praptina Visheshe Ajogya Muni Kohilo Nishra Karuna Sagar Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Daya Kuru More. That accommodates
everyone.
Mahaprabhu, Nityananda Prabhu, all of our Goswamis.
Which page?
Oh,
98?
something
That's
like.
the old book.
Uh-oh. Let's try.
99?
I thought it was.
It was 96.
Page 96.
So while many of you are here right now, we're going to post it. I'm going to start posting it for the next couple of days. But on Govardhan Puja, we're going to start 2 hours earlier. We're going to start at 3 o'clock our time so that everyone is able to see Govardhan and Kusam Sarovar and the whole Abhishek. We don't want to just have it in the dark. As you see, it gets dark really quick. So on that day, it will be at 3 o'clock Vrindavan time. So we'll post it, but I'm just letting you know ahead of time. Please forgive us for any inconvenience.
96. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu, Daya Kuru More. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Śrī Advaitam Gadadhar Śrīvasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Śrīvasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Gaya Koro Ramachandra was the boatman calling.
Oh, good. We need to talk to
but
him.
I don't think right now is the best time to talk to him. So
We want to bring you all out again on Jamuna for Diwali, but we have to see if we can rent a boat.
okay, I just put it on flight mode. Okay.
So now
it is time for page 289, Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, and then after that, page 285, Śrī Radha Kripakataksha Stavaraja, then page 290, Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, and then after that, close your eyes, open your hearts, and call out loudly the Maha Mantra, Hare Krishna.
And if you don't have a songbook, then just look for Jiva Pavana Prabhu. He's there posting the lyrics to the ashtakams that we're just about to sing. And also Lavangalata is there to remind you of the page number if you do have a book. So
Right.
very fortunate for us. Everything's covered.
1 second. I have to make sure that the drum, the big head of the drum doesn't sit on the floor. It starts to get very low due to the humidity and the cold. So, Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam beginning, Sucharu Vaktra Mandalam, page 289. Sucharu Vaktra Mandalam, 285.
You didn't change the background.
Munindra Vrinda Vandite 285. Śrī Kārtika Munindra Vrinda Vandite Triloka Shoka Harini Prasanna Vatra Pankaje Nikunja Bhumilasi Brajendra Bhanurandini Brajendra Susamgate Kadakarishyasi Hama Krimadataksha Bhajanam Ashoka Vrishabhani Nirvanamandapasite Pravalavallapandavam Prabharunandrikomale Varabhaya Suratare Prabhuta Sampadanaye Vadakarishasi Hama Kripanakaksha Bhajanam Anandaram Damodaram Prasamrabhamuram Savindramam Sasandram Vinantamanupatane Nirantaram Vashikita Pratitimandaranare Tadakarishasi Hama Krimadataksha Bhajanam Janit Suvarna Champatam Pradiptamoradhigrahe Mukha Prabhaparashrikoti Sharadindu Mandale Vichitra Chitra Sanchara Chatura Shavalochane Vadakarishasi Hama Kripadataksha Bhajanam Pradomadatiyoge Pramodamanamandite Priyanuragaranjite Kalavilasapandite Vananya Dhanya Kunjarajam Namadevikurite Vadakarishasi Hama Krimadataksha Bhajanam Asheshaharavhanadhira Iraharushite Prabhuta Shatakumabhumha Bhumikummashushane Prashastavaddahasya Churva Purnasukya Sadhare Vadakarishasi Hama Kripadataksha Bhajanam Vinallavallavalari Tarangarangadurate Latagralasya Lolaniya Lochananurukane Mudamohanashite Vadakarishasi Hama Kripadataksha Bhajanam Suvarna before we sing Damodarāṣṭakam, at that moment when we were singing, I was just remembering the time when Srila Gurudev first ordered us to travel and preach. And we were at Govardhan in front of Modi Bhavan during Kartik Parikrama, which is a very beautiful, beautiful place. So we were all sitting in the yard in front of the temple or the main hall there with Srila Gurudev, having a beautiful darshan with him. And at that time, we were singing these ashtakams, Namami Nandanandanam, and then Radha Kripakataksha Stavaraja. And at that time, I needed a book, and I still need a book. But anyhow, he's like, you should know it by heart, he told us. And then he had the other devotee, Vishaka, stand up and speak what he spoke on in the morning. And then he was very pleased with that. And then he said, you three should make a team.
First he made her and I sing. Remember that?
I was just telling you, singing the ashtakams.
But he made her and I sing.
What did you sing?
I don't remember. But then that's when he's like, they learned everything from you.
That was in a different time. I think, I'm not sure. I don't remember the details of that. I just remember that we sang Nandanandashtakam, then Radha Kripakataksha Stavaraja, and then I don't know exactly what Srila Gurudev had them sing. But then I remember him saying, I want that you three should make a team and travel all over the world and preach my mission. And we were kind of, after that it was like, because we had no idea that he was just going to change our lives at that time.
We had a 300-acre farm.
Yeah, we were managing a 300-acre farm in the Fiji Islands, and we had all of these responsibilities. And we were kind of, we thought, okay, that's kind of nice, that's really sweet. It was a nice idea. And of course, Gurudev wants everyone to travel and preach and do that. But then one devotee came up to Sudevi. What did she say?
She tapped me, well, this is after Gurudev.
Did anyone else come up to us and say, oh, someone came up and said, where are you going first?
And we're like, we're going to Fiji.
So I was just remembering that because we sang this in the yard in front of him, and then right after that he gave that order. You may have seen that photo with all the devotees sitting in the yard with him in Govardhan. So now we will call out to Śrī Dāmodara. In the words of Satyavrata Muni, Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, page 290, Namamishwaram Sachidananda Rupam.
That's what they were doing at Radha Damodar. They were offering lamps to Radha Damodar from outside the mandir tonight.
Namah Is the regular internet working?
Yes, it seems to be. It's been 4 days.
4
no
days.
Internet.
I wrote to the guy today and asked him if the monkeys knocked the tower over. Tower's like 200 meters tall. Maybe not 150. It's very high. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Tadale Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha Ajnanatimirandhasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Radhikaya Priyatmane Shri Śrīmad Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Namine Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Śrīmate Bhaktivedānta Swamine Namine Vanchakalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanang Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangam Langayate Giring Yat Kripatamaham Vande Shri Gurum Ninatarinam. First of all, I offer my Dandavat Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of our beloved Gurudev. Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupar Ashtotar Shata Shri Śrīmad Śrī Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja. And the same Dandavat Pranam thousands of times in the dust of the lotus feet of Nitya Lila Pravishta Vishnupar Ashtotar Shata Shri Śrīmad Śrī Bhaktivedānta Swami Śrīla Prabhupada, and to all of our Rupanuga Gauriya Guru Varga, and to all Vaishnavas past, present and future, including all of you who are present with us today, I offer my Dandavat Pranam.
Dandavat Pranam, dear Vaishnavas. Radhe 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 Shyam.
Radhe 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 Shyam. Okay. So we will continue with Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam, beautiful treasure, which is the combination of so many wonderful acharyas, moods of love and affection for Krishna. Starting with Śrī Satyavrata Muni, who actually manifested Śrī Dāmodarāṣṭakam from his own heart. It was written down by Śrī Ved Vyas in the Padma Purana. Then Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī Pad, the elder brother and Shiksha Guru of Śrīla Rupa Gosvāmī, he wrote a beautiful commentary. And then our Param Gurudev wrote a commentary on Śrī Sanātana Gosvāmī's commentary. And then our Gurudev, Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Nārāyaṇa Gosvāmī Mahārāja, wrote a commentary on their commentaries.
Wow.
So this is no ordinary book. This is a transcendental treasure. Because it has been touched by so many divine personalities, it has become sweeter and sweeter and sweeter. So before entering into this transcendental treasure and investigating what beautiful gems it has within it, we will pray in the dust of all of these divine personalities. In the words of Śrī Raghunath Das Goswami, Vairāga Juga Bhakti Rasam Prayatner Apayananvam Anuvipshamandam Kripam Vidirya Paraduk Duki Sanatanam Am Prabhum Ashrayami. Begging in the dust of their lotus feet that may even a particle of their moods which are present within these pages manifest itself within our hearts. So this is our Śrīla Gurudev's commentary on Param Gurudev's and Sanatana Goswami's commentaries. So we're still in the first verse. We've been going out on parikramas and also discussing it from many different angles, and so many kathas we've remembered from our Śrīla Gurudev and Vaishnavas, and so it is stretching out a little bit. Once upon a time, and this is no offense to anyone who is doing Bhagavat Saptaha, because it's quite popular to do it. Shukadev Goswami did Bhagavat Saptaha, means 7 days Śrīmad Bhagavatam, because Parikshit Maharaj only had 7 days left to live. So he did it very quickly. And then we also hear in Gita Mahatmya, the history of Gokarna, also that was 7 days. There was something that needed to be done, but when it was brought to the ears of our Śrīla Bhaktivedānta Swami Prabhupada, he said, why only 7 days? He said, Śrīmad Bhagavatam says, Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya, Nityam, forever, eternally. Why only 7 days? If it's not necessary to rush through, why rush through? If it's not necessary. He said it should always be going on. So his system was 1 verse at a time, every single day, and then going deep into the meanings of that particular verse with all commentaries of our acharyas. If you look in the commentaries of our Srila Prabhupada, and you've seen the commentaries of Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, Baladevi Vibhushan, Jiva Goswami, Sanatana Gosvāmī, Bhaktivedānta Thakur, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Prabhupada, and all of our acharyas, you can see that our Srila Prabhupada somehow, amazingly, miraculously, and almost magically drew from all of them and presented such a beautiful commentary. You can see their commentaries within his commentaries. So, before beginning reading from this, investigating this transcendental treasure, we will first again chant the first verse of Damodarāṣṭakam. Namamishwaram sachidanandarupam lasatkundalam gokule brajamanam yashodabhiyolu khaladhavamanam paramrishtamatyantato drutya gopya. Namamishwaram sachidanandarupam lasatkundalam gokule brajamanam. So we were reading so many different verses from Śrīmad Bhagavatam glorifying the beauty of Krishna, of all of his glories or opulences. We've heard of these 6 opulences. All, what is it? I'm trying to remember it in Sanskrit. Aishvaryasya samagrasya viryasya yashashashriya jnana vairagya. I can't remember the last part, actually, believe it or not. So, all wealth, all strength, all fame, all knowledge, all renunciation. I think that's 5. And the most important, or the source of all of those other shris, or opulences, that is the beauty of Krishna. That is his prime quality, his beauty. That is, in essence, the most important feature or characteristic of Krishna, or quality, which basically is the source of his all attractiveness. So, here Srila Gurudev first gave us a verse from Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Lord Brahma glorifying the beauty of Krishna. Then he gave us Shyamam Hiranya Paridim Vanamalya Barha, that is the wives of the Brahmanas, the Yajna Patnis, glorifying the beauty of Krishna. Then he gave us what Shukadeva Goswami was telling about the mind and the hearts of the gopis. One of the most important or glorified verses of Śrīmad Bhagavatam, Varhabidam Natavaravu Karunayor Karnikaram, saying that Sri Krishna is the best of dancers, Natavara, and how beautiful he is. And now we're going to continue on with the gopis' description of Krishna's beauty. Ooh. There is yet another description of his beauty within the 5 chapters of Śrīmad Bhagavatam that recount Rasa Lila. The gopis, allured by the bewildering potency of Sri Krishna's flute song, left their homes in the middle of the night and went to Sri Krishna. Yet when they came before him, he teased them and told them to return to their homes. At that time, the gopis described the sweetness of Sri Krishna's beautiful form. They had just given up everything, rejected everything, ran through the forest in the middle of the night, braving all kinds of dangerous possibilities. Wild animals, snakes, this, that, dacoits, or anything else. They ran through the forest in the middle of the night and finally came in front of that heart thief, Krishna, who was playing his flute and stole all of their hearts. They came before him. And what did he say? What are you doing here? They said, you called us. He said, no, it's not appropriate for young women to meet with a young man alone in the forest in the middle of the night. You should go home to your husbands. And they were like, what? But we just gave up everything to come here because you were calling. It was an emergency. You needed us. We gave up everything to come here. And he's like, oh, you should go home now. So through a series of divine transcendental arguments, every argument Krishna gave, they gave a counter argument which was more brilliant than his. And in the end, he had to accept defeat. He had to concede and grant them their desire, which was to satisfy him in the rasa dance. So at that time, the gopis described the sweetness of Sri Krishna's beautiful form, and this is written down in Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:29-40. Kastriyangate kalapadayata venugita sammohitarya charitanna chale trilokyam Trailokya sobhagamidam cha nirikshya rupam yadgo dvijadruma mriga pulakanya vibran. O Sri Shyama Sundar, from your flute come the most endearing, slowly rolling melodies. Your beautiful form brings auspiciousness upon the entire universe. Moreover, upon seeing your beautiful form, even the bodies of the cows, birds, trees, and deer erupt with horripilation. That means the hairs are standing on end and goosebumps. After hearing the sweet melodies of your flute and beholding your captivating form, is there any woman in all of the three worlds who would not become attached to you and, leaving aside all proper conduct and shyness, deviate from her religious principles? And the gopis are saying, of course we're here. Is there anyone who could resist? Upon hearing the sound of Krishna's flute, the gopis of Braj forgot everything. They forgot their fear, they forgot hesitation, they forgot patience, dignity, and so forth. They forgot everything, as if completely mad. They were completely bewildered. Like our Srila Gurudev said, if you're asleep in bed and someone breaks into your house in the middle of the night, finds your stash of cash or your most valuable treasure, imagine they came and took your Thakurji. What would you do? You wouldn't worry what your appearance was like. Oh my God, I have to put on makeup before I can go out. Whatever you had with you, you just throw your sheet over you and be chasing after them, screaming, running after them. No, that's my most valuable treasure. So Krishna, through the medium of his flute song, entered through the doorways of their ears, went deep into their heart and stole their everything, and then ran back to him where he was in Vangshivat, and they had no choice. They gave up everything. Here, Gurudev is saying, their fear, their hesitation, their patience, dignity, and so forth. It was an emergency. That most valuable treasure had been stolen, so they didn't even have a choice. Regardless of the condition they were in, they eagerly ran to meet Sri Krishna. Without even calling their most dear girlfriends, the Prana Priya Sakhis, they ran to him. Each gopi thought, Sri Krishna is calling only me. And I told the other day, Ekadashi Day, when we were doing parikrama around, why they thought that. In Sri Brahma Samhita, it is said, Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavitavis Tabirya Eva Nijalupataya Kalabi. Actually, Sri Krishna was calling Srimati Radhika. Esho Esho Radhe Rakhoy Pran. Rakhoy Pran. He was calling Radha. Srimati Radhika. Radhe, Radhe, I need you. But all of these other gopis are manifestations of her bhavs, her moods of love and affection for Krishna. Each mood, the deepest aspect of that mood, has a personification, and she has unlimited moods of love and affection for Krishna. So each one manifests into any different gopi. And so, because Krishna was calling Radhe, Radhe, and those gopis are her kala, different phases or different functions, her bhavs of love and affection for Krishna, they all heard their own name being called. So here, each gopi thought, Sri Krishna is calling only me. So no matter what they were doing, without even calling their most dear girlfriends, they ran to him. When Krishna saw the gopis, who are the incomparable treasures of Braj, had come to him. He tried to bewilder them with his delightful art of speaking. Srila Gurudev explained that in Braj, everything is like this. So much innuendo is spoken. Meaning, you say something, this is transcendental. On the material level, so many try to do that as well, and usually it creates so many difficulties. You say something one way, and you might mean something else, and then it's misunderstood, and so many problems come as a result. But in the transcendental realm, for example, Gurudev said they never say directly, I love you. He said that would spoil the whole thing. So everything is said through different means. You know, even in our language, in English, they have a term, action speaks louder than words. So if you just told someone 1,000 times, I love you, but you never did anything for them, never proved it, then it would be a little bit, mistrusting or untrusting of your words. But Gurudev said they will never say these things. He said it ruins it. So we don't understand that in our culture, it's kind of normal. You just say to everyone, love you, I love you, love you. It means good night or something. But in that Radha Krishna culture, you don't say it directly. You might even say the opposite. That's what man is. Srimati Radhika is turning and walking the other way. It's not out of anger, real anger or hatred toward Krishna, but it is increasing his transcendental bliss more and more and more because of that tension that's taking place. And then for him to try to pacify that man, it's increasing his eagerness more and more. And when he pacifies her man, oh, how happy he feels, how successful he feels. Oh, my life is successful. I've been able to break her mood of jealous anger. So all of these bhavs and moods that are taking place on that transcendental realm, it's all transcendental as well. There's no tinge of material mundanity to it. It is all divine. And we in this world should not try to imitate their pastimes, especially pretending that we are there. We are here, well, at least this one is here, only praying for that day, one sweet day, when I may be able to serve in those pastimes. So what, Sudevi?
Yeah?
What did Śrīla Gurudev tell you that your heart should be like? Can you quickly tell us that?
Maybe.
Can you tell us the story?
Okay, just not coming. So, Śrīla Gurudev, one time we were in the Fiji Islands with him, and I think I was holding his plate for him. I was holding it because he didn't have a table.
You were holding a box.
I was holding, you know, the jalebis, the plate of jalebis for him. And he was just leaning over looking at the jalebis, and I was kind of looking up at him like, what are we doing? And he just looked at them, and then he looked at me with a glint in his eye, and he smiled and he said, oh, the gopis' hearts are just like jalebis, so sweet and full of ras, but very, very crooked.
Do you know what a jalebi is? I don't know if you've seen a jalebi. You know, they put the batter in the ghee, and they twist it like this in so many ways, and then after it's nicely fried, then they put it in a very sweet rose-flavored sugar syrup, and it absorbs all of that. So that's a jalebi, just so you know. And
then he looked at me and he said, your heart should also be like a jalebi.
So the gopis' hearts are like a jalebi, very crooked. So crooked that Krishna cannot navigate them properly. It bewilders Krishna. And Gurudev told Sudevi, your heart should also be like a jalebi. So generally we hear that their hearts are very simple, but for pleasing Krishna, they manifest all of this. You can call it transcendental crookedness. Their hearts are like this. So when Sri Krishna saw that the gopis, who are the incomparable treasures of Braj, had come to him, he tried to bewilder them with his delightful art of speaking. Oh, beautiful cowherd girls, why have you come here alone at this time of night? Have you come to see nature's splendor and the beauty of this forest? If so, then return to your homes now. The duty of a lady of noble descent is to serve her husband, father, brothers, and friends. Even if her husband is bad-natured, unfortunate, foolish, old, diseased, or poor, her duty is to serve him. Go back to your homes. So these are the verses from Śrīmad Bhagavatam being referenced, 10:29-19, 21 and 22, 24 to 25. So Krishna was speaking like this to them. Hearing these unpleasant words from their dearmost beloved, the gopis became morose and pained at heart. They answered, "Dear Shyamasundar, your advice is correct, but by instructing us, you have become our guru. And one should first serve one's guru. Now please accept our service." So Krishna was using logic and arguments from Shastra. What is the duty of a noble woman? Oh, to serve her parents, to serve her husband, to do this, to do that. And he was using Shastra. And then he was instructing them, following that, you should do this, you should do that, do this and do that. So immediately the gopis responded, yes, you have given us these instructions, but because you are giving us instruction, you are taking the role of our guru. And according to all Shastra, one should first and foremost serve their guru. So we will serve you first. They came back with a counter argument based on Shastra. So now please accept our service. Till this moment, our hearts were absorbed in household duties, but now you have stolen our hearts. How will we return to our homes? So that's paraphrased from Śrīmad Bhagavatam 10:29, 31, 32, and 34. When Sri Krishna was concluding his manifest pastimes, he called upon Sri Uddhava and told him, sorry, that's a different section. So from that verse, you can understand how the gopis were able to defeat Krishna. He spoke his one thing, they spoke in counter and defeated. It was almost like a court case, definitely back and forth. And every argument he gave, they gave a counter argument and defeated his arguments until finally he was completely defeated to such an extent. What did he say to them? Naparyeham nirabadya samyujam. I cannot repay you for your devotion, your love and affection. Even in a lifetime of Brahma, I do not have this capacity to repay you. That's our Brahma lives for 311,400,000,000,000 plus something human earth years. That's how long our Brahma lives. He said, I cannot repay you even in the lifetime of Brahma. Your love is the greatest thing in all of creation. So you should be satisfied with that love. Let your love be its own repayment. In other words, he could not repay them. He became indebted to them. And then he was bound by his indebtedness to fulfill all of their desires, which are only really for his happiness and pleasure. So, next, when Sri Krishna was concluding his manifest pastimes, he called upon Sri Uddhava and told him, soon I will leave you behind in this world to propagate Bhagavad Dharma. After Sri Krishna actually disappeared from this world, on the way he met After Sri Krishna actually disappeared from this world, Sri Uddhava set out for Braj, overwhelmed by separation from him. On the way he met Sri Vidura and told him that Sri Krishna had concluded his pastimes. In that context, Sri Uddhava described Sri Krishna's beautiful form as follows. Yanmartyalilo payikam svayoga maya balam darshayata grihitam vishmapanam swasya chaso bhagardhe param padam bhushana bhushanangam. That's from Śrīmad Bhagavatam 3:2-12. By the power of his internal potency, Yogamaya, Sri Krishna exhibited his original eternal form within this mortal sphere. So this is important. he exhibited his original eternal form within this mortal sphere. That means that Krishna's birth, his appearance, his activities, his form, none of it is material. It is not a product of Maya. And anyone who thinks so, Krishna has very choice words for them. Avajananti mam mudha manushim tanum ashritam param bhavam ajananto mama bhuta maheshwaram. He said, fools, mudha. This is the Sanskrit word for foolish persons. Fools deride me or criticize me when I descend in my human-like form. They do not understand my true nature, which is transcendental, and my supreme dominion over everything. They don't understand this. So he said they are foolish persons. And then again, we hear, I'm trying to remember, Janma karma chame divyam evam yobeti tattvataha tyaktva deham punar janma naiti maameti sorjuna. He's saying, Janma karma chame divyam. That his birth, his activities, they are all divine. Divyam means divine or transcendental. And one who understands this in truth never has to take birth again in this material world. So Uddhava is saying, by the power of his internal potency, Krishna exhibited his original eternal form within this mortal sphere, a form which is perfectly suited for his human-like pastimes, a form so captivating that even he is astonished when he sees himself. His beautiful form is the embodiment of the topmost limit of exceedingly good fortune and opulence. Indeed, ornaments usually beautify the person who wears them, but Krishna's form is so beautiful that he actually beautifies his ornaments. In other words, compared to all other divine forms in existence, the beauty of his form is supremely divine. So here he's actually revealing that the form of Krishna is supreme in terms of its beauty and sweetness, even in comparison with all other forms. Whether it is Ram or Vishnu or Nārayaṇa or any other form of the Lord, Mathuresh Krishna, Dwarkadish Krishna, but that form of Krishna in Vrindavan is the topmost sweet form. Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, it is told by Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur that the opinion of Mahaprabhu, of which there is nothing beyond it, is what? Aradhyo Bhagavan Vrajesha Tanayas Tadhama Vrindavanam. So Aradhyo Bhagavan, the supreme, topmost worshipful form of Godhead, of God, Bhagavan, is Vrajesha Tanay. That is the son of Nanda Mahārāja, Krishna. Or also, specifically, Brajesha. Who is Brajesh? Radhe Vrindavaneshwari. She is the Ish of Vrindavan. She is the queen of Vrindavan, her dear most beloved Krishna. So Radha Kanta. This is the supreme, topmost worshipful form of the Lord. And because he is present eternally in Vrindavan, Vrindavanam Parityaja Padam Ekam Nagachati, and never steps one foot outside of Vrindavan, therefore Vrindavan is the topmost supreme holy place. As we've been doing parikrama around Vrindavan, the other day I was reading about Sri Vrindavan from our Srila Gurudev, and there was a interesting discussion. All of the holy places also have personifications. You know, when Krishna called all of those holy places and holy rivers and holy the ocean and lakes to come and fill up Shyamakund, they all came there one by one, announced their names, and Krishna engaged them in filling up Shyamakund. And then they also prayed to Srimati Radhika, and then she allowed them to also fill up Sri Radhakund. So each one of these personalities, each one of these holy places and holy bodies of water, there's the personification for. So Sri Vishnu had actually given Prayag, this holy place where the the Ganga, Jamuna and Saraswati meet, so Kumbh Mela takes place there, he had given this place the name Prayagraj. And so all of the other tirthas were subservient to that tirtha, all of the other holy places. And all of those personalities would go and offer homage, offer pranam as a subservient to Prayagraj. But one day, as Śrī Narada Muni does, he always creates some kind of controversy which brings out the glory of Krishna and the devotees. He said, all are coming and offering you prayers and gifts and everything, but has Vrindavan ever done so? Has Vrindavan ever come and offered pranam or gifted you anything? That tirtha? And he was like, come to think of it, no. And then Narada said, so then if everyone is offering you pranam and giving you so much glorification, but Vrindavan's not, then how can you be called the Raj or the king of all tirthas, Tirtharaj, Prayag? And he was like, that's right. And he was very concerned. How is it possible that I've been given this title? So then he went to speak with Vishnu about this. This is all written in the Puranas. And he's asking how. I've been given this title, you gave me this title, and everyone comes except for Vrindavan, so how is this possible? Maybe I don't deserve this title, Tirtharaj, the king of all tirthas. Maybe Vrindavan deserves it. Why is it that I've been given this title, but Vrindavan doesn't come? And Vishnu described, actually, Vrindavan is not any ordinary tirtha. He said, Vrindavan is not like any other tirtha or holy place. Vrindavan is my very own personal place. So Vrindavan has its own standing. It's not as any other tirtha. Vrindavan is my own personal place. So Vrindavan is actually special and deserving of all glorification. So this katha goes on more deeply, but I just wanted to share that in this connection because Krishna never leaves Vrindavan. The original Krishna never takes one footstep out of Vrindavan. That is why Mahaprabhu says that of all holy places, Vrindavan is the topmost worshipable place, even more than Tirtharaj Prayag. So, compared to all other divine forms in existence, Krishna's beauty, the beauty of his form, is supremely divine. So more than any other form, and even within Vrindavan, there's baby Krishna, then there's Sakha Krishna, the friend of his friends. He's playing with his cowherd boyfriends. Then there's, of course, the Krishna of all of the gopis. And then the topmost form, the most beautiful aspect of Krishna will only be found when he is present with Srimati Radhika, Radha Kanta, Krishna. That Krishna who is the beloved of Srimati Radhika, then he will be manifesting his most amazing beauty.
Just remember the time.
Oh, I didn't even realize it. Okay, so it's actually getting pretty late. I was just so excited to remember what our Srila Gurudev and our Guru Varga would speak on these subject matters. So for us, it's after 8 o'clock. It's 8:08. And the next part actually goes into a different verse, and the explanation becomes a little bit more involved. So I don't want to cut it off in the middle. So we will end here. Srila Gurudev ki jai, Srila Prabhupada ki jai, Rupananda Guru Varga ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Shri Gaura Premanande Hari Hari Bol. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hari Nama Sankirtana ki jai, Hare Krishna Mahamantra ki jai, Gaura Bhakta Vrinda ki jai, Nitai Gaura Premanande, Hari Hari. Govinda Damodara
It will be 2 hours earlier on Govardhan Puja here. So we'll start at 3 o'clock Vrindavan time. I'll post it online.
That's in the afternoon.
It's in the afternoon. Yeah, not 3 a.m. I'll post it for you to see so that you know. Just so you know, anyone who I called their names in the boat, or the boat Leela, then you don't have to resend your names for Govardhan. I have them written down, and I've expanded the list. So if you didn't put your name in when we're doing the offering to Govardhan and also the ghee lamps to Jamuna on Diwali, then you might want to just send it privately if you will, because then I don't have to go through and try and find it in the thread. But I'll post it online and let you know.
Also, because Govardhan Puja is coming up very soon, it will be on the 16th for us here in Vrindavan. Many of you might be doing it on the 15th. And although many of the locals will be observing on the 15th, according to our Vaishnava calendar, our Panjika, which we follow, it will be on the 16th of November. So we only have a couple of days left. If you would like to add anything of a personal offering, our Srila Gurudev would tell us again and again, even offering 1 grain to Giriraj on this day, you will never have to beg in your life. It may be that Lakshmi Devi will have to beg, but you will never have to beg. So you don't have to think that we need a lot. Actually, whatever you want to send, if you want to send
$1.08, $1.08.
Even $1.08 or even only 8 cents. 8 cents will multiply here in India.
Also, we were thinking that we were going to bring a lot of like nice biscuits and treats that we won't open, but we'll offer to Giriraj. And then as we go to the poorer villages in Varshana and to different places, we can hand them out to the children as Mahaprasad. So you'll be there to see that being done with the offerings that you've made to Giriraj. So we also, because we're thinking, well, we can't make that big of a feast, but we can bring so much there, offer it to Giriraj, and then give it to all of, especially the poorer children and the Brajabasis.
And on a good day, it's important to serve the cows, the Brahmins, and Giriraj Maharaj. So we will do our best to represent you, but definitely we will include all of you and your offerings.
And even if you just send your name, it's enough.
And so there are many ways to be able to share, but the easiest way, I think, would be through PayPal, if you want to send any little something so that we can add it directly from you.
1 grain.
1 grain from you, and 1 grain is sufficient. My PayPal address is my email address, kishorimohan@yahoo.com. That's KISHORIMOHAN @yahoo.com. So if anyone wants to get in there at
Yes,
the last
there's
minute.
no pressure. We're just giving you the opportunity, and then you'll be seeing it distributed later on. So,
Yes.
okay?
So, and we're also planning on Diwali night. We're going to observe Diwali, means the offering of lamps on the 15th. That's the night before Govardhan Puja. So that will begin at the normal time.
5 p.m. and we'll be trying, we'll rent the boat this evening so that we have it to bring you all out. So that's our plan. I hope this works. You never know. Krishna might have different plans and we'll just have an adventure.
All right. So I just wanted to thank you all for giving us the opportunity to remember the beautiful instructions and teachings of our Gurudev and our Guru Varga, and for engaging us in our daily seva, which is the order of our Gurudev to travel the world and to preach his mission on his behalf and inspire his children on his behalf. We're making that endeavor, and by your presence, you're giving us the opportunity to be able to follow his order and to serve him. And so that is our life and soul. For that, we are indebted to each and every one of you.
Actually, I wanted to say thank you for coming on Parikrama with us the other day. It was tough and I almost gave up just before I made it to the door. I felt like I was in a war and I was just like, go ahead, go without me. I won't make it. But knowing you were all there and you were with us gave us so much help and so much life. So thank you so much for participating and being with us through all of it.
Okay. We look forward to being with all of you tomorrow. Dandavat pranam.
Dandavat pranam.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Radhe
Radhe Radhe.
Hari Ju ki
Jai.
jai. Sachidananda Gaur Hari
Ki Jai. Oops, somebody wrote me. There we go.